Hello everyone, my name's Matt. I am the Winstanley College Oxbridge coordinator, and welcome to this short video where I'm going to introduce you to the Oxbridge programme, what you can expect, and just go over a little bit about what is Oxbridge and a little bit of detail into what we're going to be up to this year. So, last year, we were delighted to have our best ever Oxbridge offers. So we had 23 offers in total, which was a Winstanley College record. You can see us there in the library after our results day. Now, you might be wondering for the first time, perhaps, well, what is Oxbridge and why do we put such an emphasis on it? Well, Oxbridge is, as the name suggests, it's the combined name of the universities of Oxford and Cambridge. Now, why do they warrant such special attention from us? This is because they are the two most outstanding universities in the UK and some of the best in the world. The Times Higher Education World Rankings place them in for 2020 at the absolute top of the pile, so higher than universities such as Harvard and Yale, meaning that on our doorstep we have two of the best educational establishments in the world. And as you can see from this table, you can see there the fact that, you know, in the UK they are sort of head and shoulders above the rest when it comes to giving quality education. Now, what is it about them then? And why doesn't everyone apply? Well, universities operate in a really strange marketplace. They all cost exactly the same. So in terms of tuition fees, we're talking sort of £9,250 a year, which sounds an awful lot of money, and it is. However, what we're thinking about is the investment that you get back from that initial outlay. And like we say, there are lots and lots of universities out there in the UK. There are well over 100 that you could choose from. And what's quite bizarre is that in any normal economic transaction, you would expect to pay more for better quality. So as you can see in my analogy here, we have a nice, expensive, shiny looking iPhone. And on the other side, we have a flip phone. Now, we would expect the iPhone to cost more. However, in the university marketplace, this doesn't happen. So in the university marketplace, you could have a look down the league table, and right down at the bottom there, you have the University of Glendower. Glendower has been voted the worst university in the UK by effect of it being towards the bottom. And they will charge you exactly the same to do their history course as the University of Cambridge would, or the University of Oxford would, or any of the universities in the UK. So it's very, very strange, this. And if we sort of delve a little bit further, we can see here, this is kind of in stark reality to the estimated graduate salary. So on the left, we have the University of Oxford, which has an average graduate salary coming out at £25,000, whereas the University of Glendower has an average graduate salary coming out of their institution at £16,000. So you're paying exactly the same amount of money, but you are earning over £10,000 less than your friends who go to different institutions. So it's wise that you invest your money in an institution where you're going to get the return for that investment. So you might be thinking to yourself, well, this all sounds very well and good, but I've got no chance of getting in. My big sort of mission here at Winstanley College is to basically say to you guys, you won't know unless you give it a go. The 23 applicants who managed to secure a place this academic year, these guys are exactly like you, that they didn't necessarily think that they had a chance of getting in. Yes, there were some extremely qualified applicants. You know, the highest that we had 11 9s at GCSE, which is absolutely wonderful. But at the other end of the spectrum, we had someone who was equally as successful, who had no nines, 3/8s and 5/6s. So it very much depends upon how the university sees you. And like I say, you won't know how they see you unless you put yourself out there. Here we have a little bit of a testimonial from Yasmin. Yasmin is one of those students who got offered a place for this coming academic year. And she's going to Oxford to read medicine. And this is what she had to say about this. She says, making that decision to take that small risk and apply to Oxford with the knowledge that I may be more disadvantaged than other applicants is by far the best one I have ever made. Especially with a northern state education, we grow up with an awareness that not everything in life is a level playing field. And it really impacts our self-esteem and belief when it comes to aiming to be the best version of yourself. I had all these doubts in my mind the entire way through the interview process. In some ways, I still do. But one thing I now have is a single experience of the fairness of the Oxbridge system. No matter what your background may be, Oxbridge defy their stereotypes by judging people not by the size of their parents' wallet, but by their intelligence and passion, as it should be. So please don't let that small voice of anxiety in your head take away your opportunity of studying at one of the best universities in the world, because if you take that step now, it may be the leap that lets you succeed in life. After all, you have nothing to lose. Even if you don't get a place, you'll have an amazing experience. Just go for it. Yeah, I couldn't agree more with Yasmin's sentiment there. And like I say, she's someone who took that plunge and absolutely fulfills these criteria. So you might be wondering, is Oxbridge for me? Well, if you can answer yes to these three questions, then pretty much it's what they're looking for in their applicants. So we're thinking passion for your subject, intellectual curiosity, and desire to discuss your A-level topics above and beyond the syllabus. If you have those three things, you are a potential Oxbridge candidate. Now, what makes an Oxbridge education so unique? Well, in part, it's because of the way in which they invest your money. They invest your money in such a way which means that you'll get the most personalised, supportive and best resourced education that money can buy. And this is done through a series of very, very small, almost one-to-one or one-to-two, either tutorials or discussions where you will be face-to-face with a leading expert in their field, and you will have an opportunity to discuss your thoughts around a topic, maybe an essay that you've written, and that's really the way in which the education system works at Oxford, which is very different to a lot of other universities where a seminar might take place where there might be 20 of you, much like in a classroom environment, and you won't be able to kind of get the support and get heard as much in that sort of environment. Now, when it comes to what we can do at Winstanley College to help you with this, there's a whole smorgasbord available to you. So, for example, when you decide to apply, we'll be placing you in our tutorial program where you will get help with any sort of academic tests that you might have to sit, any help with your interviews. I can buddy you up with someone who is at Oxbridge already because of our great success. We have a fantastic alumni network, so therefore I can place you in contact with those guys. You'll get advanced help with your personal statement drafting from myself and my team, and we will sort of offer you a place to do an EPQ, which is an extended project qualification. And generally speaking, you'll just get all the advice and help that you need to be able to get a really competitive application on paper. There is in college as well a whole office which is dedicated as a support space for Oxford and Cambridge. So you often can find myself or one of my colleagues in this office. And this is also where some of the mock interviews will take place as well. So this is upstairs on B corridor, it's B6. And you can often see in there also our extensive alumni for both Oxford and Cambridge, as well as our medics, dentists and vets program. And here's where you'll be having your interview. Those seats are reasonably comfy, and it's somewhere that you can sit and have a read if you like as well. So to end this little talk then, you might be thinking to yourself, okay, great. You've explained to me what the Oxford system is like. You've explained the financial sort of benefits of going, and you've also kind of put my mind at ease in terms of making that application. So what next? You know, I'm in the lower six, what should I do? Well, the one thing I would say is obviously you're getting settled in your subjects at the moment, and it's a fantastic opportunity for you to really kind of delve deep into what do you love about English or maths or biology, okay? And there are loads and loads of great websites and resources out there for you to really kind of dig into what you find fascinating about that particular subject. So whether it be Staircase 12, which is run by University College Oxford and offers some fantastic tips in terms of books and resources and things like that, whether it's looking at a TED Talk or reading a copy of New Scientist or listening to an In Our Time podcast, these are all great resources. I'm going to highlight two for you before we get out of here. So this is the University of Cambridge HE Plus scheme. Now, this is something that we run in conjunction with Cambridge University, and they have a fantastic website where you can gain sort of access to extra lessons and things to kind of stretch and challenge you beyond the curriculum, and things that look great on any personal statement and any application. Similarly, Oxford do this or have this website called Oxplore, where they ask really interesting big questions, and it allows you again to delve deeper into these topics and really kind of show off that you have investigated and aren't just content with, you know, a surface answer. Okay, lovely. So thank you very much for listening, guys. Like I say, my name's Matthew Fisher. I am the Oxbridge coordinator at Winstanley College. It's been great to kind of talk to you guys today about the Oxbridge program. You can contact me on my email at matthew.fisher@winstanley.ac.uk. And I would ask you as well to join the Oxbridge Microsoft Teams as well, so I can sort of keep you up to date with any developments and let you know what's going on in the world of Oxbridge. Okay, thanks again, guys. Bye.